Hey guys, so the work in progress balance changes for March 2026 are officially out. I'm a little late on this, but I had a busy day, so yeah, this is gonna be me reacting to them because I have not looked at them yet. 17 cards being balanced, with 2 cards getting mid-season balances. So look at all these changes. I'm excited. Royale Ghost nerf. This one hits hard because okay, let's just read it first. The invisibility delay is getting nerfed by 11%. So it's gonna be 2 seconds now. It's gonna take 2 seconds for the ghost to go back invisible. It's kind of a small nerf, but it just hurts to see the Royal Ghost getting nerfed because it's like my favorite card. And I understand why it's getting nerfed, but my thing is, everyone was complaining about the Evo Ghost. I feel like they could have nerfed the Evo Ghost instead of touching the base Ghost. That makes sense. Maybe I'm being biased, but I don't like this nerf. But it could have been way worse, so I'm okay with it, but like, damn, like they could have nerfed the Evo Ghost, just left this ghost alone, because I promise you if it weren't for the Evo Ghost, no one would be complaining about this card. So Evo Royal Hogs are finally getting nerfed, guys. Evo Royal Hogs have been porking quite the punch, or pigs. Evo Hogs can fly, but now they're going to learn to land. Reduced landing damage will make them less punishing when players don't have the right answer in hand. So the landing damage is getting it nerfed by 18%. This card has been due for a nerf for like 4 months. I don't know why they never got touched. Like, I feel like the second they came out, they were just broken. So I don't know why they took so long. But I think this was the right nerf, and this is the way to go about it, because the landing damage is like way too much. Like, the Evo pigs are just unstoppable, and I feel like they always get like 2,000 damage on the tower, so I like this nerf. Hopefully this will be enough. They're nerfing vines. Vines have been a little too good at snaring unprepared defenders, particularly in combination with spell bait cards. Supercell's increasing deploy time to give players a fairer chance to react. Damn, that's actually a pretty big nerf. So the deploy time is getting decreased by 125%, which means it's going to go from 0.4 to 0.9 seconds. What this basically means, it's going to be less instant, like a zap, and it's going to be more like an arrows where you could see it coming so you could react to it, I guess. And this gives more chance to vines block, I guess, because you could kind of block vines. But I didn't expect this one to get nerfed. I did see a lot of people complaining about it though, but I didn't think they would have actually done it. But kind of sucks, but you know what, it's okay. Hero Ice Golem is getting a nerf. 25% decrease on the freeze duration. This is a really big nerf, and I support it. I think this card, I don't really like any heroes, to be honest, so anytime a hero gets a nerf, I'm pretty okay with it. This nerf is really good. The card was strong, so, I think this is appropriate. Royal Giant! Finally! I've been asking for this card to get a nerf for so long. Every season it's so oppressive, and next season Barbaryl's getting a hero, and this deck would have been broken, so broken, if they didn't nerf the Evo Ghost, the RG, and because Hero Barbaryl's coming out, and yeah, this deck would have been everywhere. But yeah, Royal Giant has been one of the strongest and most consistent win conditions in the game for years. This is so true, it's so consistent. Hit speed nerf will ensure that its Evo form knockback can no longer permanently keep melee troops at bay. I really like a hit speed nerf. I think an HP nerf would have been also good to see, but I feel like hit speed is also a great way to nerf it, because how many times has RG been at 1 HP and it gets that last shot on the tower that it shouldn't have gotten? Like, that shit pisses me off so bad. So I'm super happy that RG is finally getting a nerf. Dark Goblin, again, this card keeps getting nerfs. Dark Goblin's sight range is so long that he often abandons his lane to chase faraway targets. Reducing it will make his pathing more consistent and keep him from running away halfway across the arena. I actually like this nerf. They did something similar to this with the Firecracker. Sometimes Dark Goblin will randomly start shooting at something and then like you could like miss your log on it because he randomly just starts hopping in the other lane. It's kind of annoying. Obviously I'm happy about the Dark Goblin nerf. I don't really like this card. I don't like to see it, so I'm pretty happy about it. I feel like them nerfing Dark Goblin and then on top of that Hero Barbarrel is coming out. I feel like this will definitely kill bait and hyper bait, especially with vines too. Like, happy with this, to be honest. Don't really care much for Dark Goblin. Phoenix is getting buffed. In the recent buffs, Phoenix has struggled to find its place in the meta. We're doubling down on its rebirth mechanics, so the log and arrows will no longer be able to crack the egg. Oh my god. Supercell did it. Okay, so basically Phoenix has been getting buffs after buffs after buffs, but it still hasn't been used. Like, there's not really a deck that requires this card. Like, it's not that strong of a card, so I guess they're doubling down and they're making it so log and arrows can't kill the egg. That seems too much for me. That's a crazy buff. 81% egg HP. I am not excited for this because if you remember Prime Phoenix when it got released in October 2022, it was so broken because the egg didn't die to log. So this just kind of makes me worry that it will return to a similar state. Obviously it's not going to be like broken as Prime Phoenix, like it didn't even die to lightning, but like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit kind of worries me a little bit. So I think we're definitely going to see a lot more Phoenix, probably in Electro Giant and stuff, decks like that, beatdown decks. But yeah, this worries me a little bit. I don't like this buff. I think it was too much. They could have buffed it in so many other ways, hit speed, HP, but the egg HP, I don't like that. Bats are getting buffed. Bats have been left in the dark for too long. The balance team is giving them a hit speed boost so they can bite back. So they're getting an 8% hit speed buff. I actually do like this buff because ever since minions got broken in the summertime, bats have been shoved to the side. No one really uses them. Like, everyone replaced them with minions. I feel like a bats buff was definitely warranted at some point, so we finally got it. It's interesting to see Clash Royale when they buff cards because usually it's a bunch of nerfs, so it's interesting to see when they buff cards, but I actually do agree with this one. Hero Musketeer is getting a buff. Hero Musketeer's latest rework resulted in the turret no longer being able to reach King Towers. Supercell slightly buffing its range to rectify this interaction. I'm confused. So they're buffing the turret range by half a tile? I said King Towers. Does that mean it's still not gonna hit the Princess Tower, but it will hit the King Tower? If that's the case, I'm okay with it. So yes, I'm okay with this. But if it reaches the Princess Tower now, then I'm not okay with this, because that's why the card was broken in the first place. So if I'm reading this correctly, then yes, I'm okay with this buff. Barbarians, yes, 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 yes. Oh my god, my babies are getting buffed. Because, well, it's a rework, but I feel like they should have buffed the HP. There's not really a need to nerf the hit speed, in my opinion, because barbs are one of the worst cards in the game. No one uses them. Like, why do you have to rework it? Just buff it. Just straight up buff it. I don't get the need to nerf the hit speed. But they're getting a 3% HP buff, which I'm super happy about because you guys know that my favorite deck in the game has barbs and Evo barbs in it. So maybe potentially I will get to use it, and maybe I'll use Hero Magic Archer instead of Archer Queen. I don't know. I'm gonna cook up some type of bridge spam deck with these barbs. I feel like I still think they're gonna be pretty bad though, because here, let me check if they die to Fireball now. Let me do a quick little check, because if they don't die to Fireball, this kind of changes a lot of my problems. Okay, they're still gonna die to Fireball. I don't know why I thought they wouldn't. unless I just don't know how to check stats, then I think they still died to Fireball. But it's still nice getting an HP buff. I just feel like they could have gone more with it. They're so scared to buff this card for some reason, like 3% HP. I don't know if that's even going to do much, but Executioner is getting a buff? What? Am I dreaming? Am I seeing things? Why are we buffing the Executioner? Hello? Bro, what? There's no way. Evo Xe is one of the best Evos in the game, and we're giving it a buff, but no, we're nerfing Evo Ghost. Like, what? The regular Xe could probably use a buff, but like, the Evo Xe is so good. Oh my god. I don't like this at all. Very interesting buff choice. The Evo, oh, okay. Makes sense now. See, I gotta read. I can't just assume things. The Evo Xe is getting a nerf. The pushback is getting decreased by 33%. This is a really big nerf because it's half a tile, so 1.5 to 1 tiles. This is actually a really big nerf, and I fuck with it heavy. And then I guess this was to compensate, because so now the Executioner is gonna be better, but the Evo Executioner is not gonna be better. I really like this nerf because the Evo Xe was just so broken. It was just like the best defensive card in the game. Like, you literally cannot play into an Xe. Like, yeah. Bruh. Like, my day can't get any worse. It cannot get any worse than this. The Electro Dragon is getting a buff. 5% HP. I don't like this buff. Like, yes, the card is bad, but the Evo Electro Dragon is just so fucking AIDS. Like, it's just like in the most annoying cancerous decks, and just going against it, especially when you're playing fucking P.E.K.K.A, is the worst thing ever. So I don't like to see this card getting a buff. Like, I feel like they could have buffed the I don't know how they could have done this. I feel like they could have reworked it, or did the same thing with Xe, like just buff the base. And I don't want to fucking know. I'm just biased, guys. I just don't like this card. Oh my god, Yuckus. You have to keep reading. They just did the same thing as the Executioner. I'm so dumb. Okay, I am super happy with this. I fuck with this, Supercell. I fuck with this. 5% HP buff. 50% chain damage. That's a very big nerf, so I do fuck with this. The only thing is, this is gonna be harder to kill, but the problem is, like, I already can't kill an E-Drag, so 5% plus HP is not gonna do much for me, because I already can't kill it, because I don't run lightning, so I can't, you know what I mean? But the 50% damage thing, I fuck with this. Spirit Empress rework. They always love to just give this card reworks and buffs and nerfs. The ground speed is getting increased by 50. That's pretty big. She's gonna go from medium to fast. That's a significant buff, I feel like. But, like, I feel like it gives people more incentive to use it for the ground form, because the flying form is just way better. But to compensate for this, her HP on the ground is getting decreased by 7%, and her HP in the air is getting decreased by 1%. I kind of like this change, because I don't really care about her ground form, to be honest. It's just the air form that's gets pretty scary. So we'll see how this manages, I guess. Mid balance live on February 23rd. The balances for Hero Wizard and Hero Goblins are final, and they'll be implemented on February 23rd. Oh, I like this. So they're dropping these balance changes before the next season comes. I really like this. Hero Wizard is getting nerfed mid-season balance. Tower. Whoa. Wait. Tower damage 64%. I agree with this, because that shit gets damage on the tower from the bridge. So I'm good with this. The problem is, I just started using Hero Wizard in this Giant Skeleton Bridge Spam deck. And if these balance changes drop on the 23rd, that means I have... Oh my god, it's February 23rd. Fuck! Damn it! Fuck, I was about to say I have like a few more days to push ladder with it. I mean, I could still use it, but like, oh well. Hero goblins are getting... I like this a lot. So they're nerfing the hero goblins. They're gonna go from 4 goblins to 3 goblins, which is a perfect nerf, because the problem with this ability is it's 1 elixir and there's no downside to playing it. They're always gonna overspend and it always forces something out. So I really fuck with this. And then the banner duration is getting decreased by 29%. So it's gonna go from 7 seconds to 5 seconds, which means they have less time to pop the ability. They can't just like sit there for like the whole game, and they can just press it whenever they want. And that's it for the balance changes. Okay, I do overall think these are good changes. I don't like the ghost nerf. My problem is I feel like they missed a few things. The biggest one to me that they missed was Hog Rider, which I've been saying needs a fucking nerf for fucking 4 years. And they just, I don't know, someone on the balance team just is a Hog Rider lover or something. Because I don't know why they never fucking touched the card. Literally, last time they touched the card was during COVID. Like, what? Hero Mega Minion, perhaps? I don't fucking know. There's probably a few others that I'm missing. Overall, these are decent. But I feel like I should focus on the nerfs before they start buffing a bunch of random cards. But whatever, bro. Let's look at the community's opinion, and then I'm gonna go push some ladder with Hero Wizard before it gets nerfed in like 2 hours. Alright. Okay. They aren't gonna buff Graveyard Sale even though it's trash now. Okay, bro, come on. What is that Phoenix buff? Am I looking at this right? Finally, some cards that have long deserved nerfs. Oh, really, SK? Royal Giant has deserved a nerf for a long time, because last time I checked, honestly, no, I'm gonna call this guy out, because I have cards that have long deserved nerfs. Royal Giant. Okay, you think Royal Giant? It's been a long time since it needed a nerf. Okay, let's see, because like I posted this in August, cards that need a nerf. Let's just look at the comments. How does Evo RG need a nerf when it's around 5% usage? Oh, but you're now on the bandwagon that it needs a nerf. I know the meta was different, but I still think it was broken back then. Dart nerf. So we want bait to be the worst win condition. Yeah, the bait players are catching Astray. Syriaxi buff. Phoenix will be broken. Where's Hero Mecha Minion? Boss Bandit, Evo Pig still broken. Why are we buffing Hero Mask? Phoenix Egg buff after making this the second one on this. Same as normal one. Where's Hero Knight nerf? Oh yes, Hero Knight. I do think it's too strong. Bats don't need a buff. Phoenix doesn't need a buff. People are pretty negative about this. So you nerf one of the least used Evos in the game. Every single thing in E. Bro, sorry, but I do not feel bad for the E-Drag users. Just go cry about it. Why are we nerfing regular ghosts? I agree. Why is Phoenix getting the biggest buff ever? No Bowler nerf, no Evo Witch nerf. Unnecessary Spirit Empress buff. People are pretty negative. Wait, Barbs don't add a Fireball. I thought I did the math wrong. Don't add a Fireball, that's good news for me. So I think the consensus here is that the Phoenix got over buffed. Yeah, why are we nerfing the regular ghost? I don't understand it. I'm gonna write a tweet. Before Eva Ghost was playing with regular ghost. Agree, it was only in Bridge Spam and RG. They aren't horrible. The Phoenix one is crazy though. That's pretty much gonna be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these balance changes. There's so many, so I feel like community is just naturally gonna be divided, but I would give these balance changes like a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video, guys.